Welcome to Final Cut Pro with the Fro. Today I'll be showing you how to do a text reveal effect. So for an example, I'll show you here. I just have a car driving by in the shot, and as you can see, it came into the frame and then drove off of the frame. This works with any object. You're just going to need it to consistently move in and out of the frame, whether it's up, down, side to side, left, right, either way. I already have a text here saved that I want to use for the tutorial, so I'm just going to uncheck that. And this here is the void button, so if you hit V, it will disable the clip and you don't see it. So to make a title, hit Control T. This is going to prompt up the title screen, and now I'm just going to size it to the clip. Okay, so that's sized there. So now we go into our inspector, and this is where we can control what the text will look like. Here you just have your basic functions where you can pick what font you want to have. This is connected to your font library, so whatever font you have in your computer, you will find in this font selection here. You can change the size if you want, the alignment, so if you want it left justified, center, to the right, that's what these functions will do. This is the vertical alignment tool. I normally don't play around with that myself. The line spacing, that's if you have text in between. The tracking, what you can do is highlight the text and pull it out either way. The baseline will just change where the text stands, so higher or lower. All caps if you want everything to be capitalized. You can pull this up to make sure every letter is 100% capitalized. And then if you want to make this a 3D text, you can just select the 3D text right here. It gives you a prompt of all the different styles you could do. This is awesome to have here on Final Cut Pro because there's so many different looks you can get with the 3D effect. We have a concrete, fabric, grunge, metal, miscellaneous. You can go through all of these and choose your own custom 3D title. But what I did for my text is I just went up here to the top and I went to 2D styles. You have a bunch of different 2D texts you can choose from. So say you wanted ice, you could choose this one and it makes the title look like ice. Or if you wanted some 3D styles, you can go here and choose any of these, and you're able to change that title any way you see fit. Since I already have the title, I'm going to take this away and we're going to use this. So now it's time to get into the good stuff. So what I want to have is the car drives by, and as it's driving by, I want the text to show up. So now we need to pull up our effects tab, and you can easily just click here to get to the effects tab. But I do like to use keyboard shortcuts, and this will help you edit a little bit faster. So you're going to hit Command 5, and now just in the search, type in mask. And you're going to want to drag the draw mask on top of the text layers. Don't put it on the video layer. So now we could just close our effects browser with the Command 5 again. And now we can start masking out this effect. So what you want to do is navigate over to the video inspector, and you're going to want to make sure the text is selected. And then we're going to pull the playhead to where the text starts to show. So right around here. So we see the end of the car is here. So as it drives by, we're going to want to start showing this little bit of the text. So what I'm going to do now is, just so this isn't distracting, I'm going to hit V to disable that text clip, so now you can't see it while you're drawing your mask. It's a little bit easier if you zoom into the other way, 100%. Okay, now what helps is if you zoom in, you can use this box to move around to what part you need. So I'm just going to start at the top of the car here, and all I'm doing is clicking, and as I click, I'm dragging up. Now I'm able to make a curve around the car. Now I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. The front end of the car is not as important as the back end because I'm not revealing the text from here. So this, I'm just going to do a rough mask around until we get back to here, because now by this wheel, we're going to need it to come back. And this is where we need to be more precise again. So I'll zoom back in. Okay, so now I'm just going to zoom out so you can see. Perfect. And now you can see we have the text masked out all around the car. So now to make this effect actually come to life, we're going to have to keyframe out the mask itself. So to do that, we're going to head over into our inspector tab underneath the draw mask area, and we're going to choose transform and click on position keyframe, the rotation keyframe, and the scale keyframe, along with the control points too as well. What we've done is we've started the mask here. So we've told the computer as we move forward, we want the mask to follow where we take it next. So we're going to click the red playhead here, and I'm going to only press one right arrow key over. Now as I do that, you could see the mask is still in the same spot and the car is moved. So we need to move the mask with it. So I'm just pulling it to the right to follow along. And now as you can see, as I do this, the text is starting to disappear. And to see this a little bit easier, all I'm gonna do is invert the mask, and now you can see it showing up behind. So as we press the right arrow, more of the text shows up. So I'm gonna continue pressing the right arrow key and pulling my mouse to the right until this whole text is revealed. So now you can see what it looks like. I'm just gonna click the effects here so that box goes away of the mask, and we'll just play it through. And there you have it. Now, one more thing you could do just to make it a little bit cleaner. So if you notice by the text here, you can see a little bit of the mask. So what you're gonna wanna do is bring your feather down a little bit, and this way it will just smooth out that area a tiny bit. I go to about 5 to 7 usually, so now fit, you can see it just hides it a little bit better, smooths that imperfection out. And that's how you do the text reveal. You may have a difficult time with this masking process, and I myself had a lot of trouble learning how to make the keyframes work and everything like that. So I'd suggest, if you're getting lost, just to keep playing this video back and watching everything that I click, and make sure you have all the right keyframes checked off before you move the frame. And if you have some extra free time, choose some clips that you can go through and edit and draw masks around them, so you can practice using that pen tool, and that way you'll be able to mask out objects at a more efficient rate, because before it used to take me a long time just to be able to mask out one object. If there's anything else you need to know about Final Cut Pro, let me know in the comments down below.